we curate our lives around this perceived sense of perfection because we get rewarded in these short-term signals, hearts, likes, thumbs up, and we conflate that with value and we conflate it with truth.
Hey guys, welcome to another exciting video from Chamath Palihapitiya Zone. This channel is dedicated to Chamath's vision as entrepreneur, leader, and investor. We love his clear vision, his transparency, and support to open the door for the middle class to create a productive, rich life. While the news is still making rounds across the floor and turning heads, there's still much more to know about the crazy deal as to why Chamath Palihapitiya is going all in on Solana. Today, in this video, we'll be discussing what Chamath has to say on Solana and why he's all in Solana. Want to know what it is? Make sure to stay with us till the end so you don't miss out on anything. That said, let's begin. Syndica, an infrastructure firm focusing on extending the Solana blockchain ecosystem, has acquired $8 million in early funding to develop Web 3.0's cloud infrastructure. The deal, which was co-led by Social Capital, the Silicon Valley venture capital firm established by billionaire businessman Chamath Palihapitiya, Jump Capital, and Kindred Ventures, and was exclusively revealed to Forbes, concluded on October 22nd. Alameda Research, founded by crypto billionaire Sam Bankman-Fried, Solana Ventures, CoinShares, Defiance Capital, Spartan Group, MGNR, Resolute VC, Untamed Ventures, and Joe McCann are among the other investors. Ahmad and Daniel Abbasi, brothers from Houston, Texas, launched the company just a few months ago. Ahmad, a former senior engineer at cryptocurrency analytics firm Messari, and Daniel, a former analyst at decentralized exchange infrastructure business 0x Labs, realized that the distributed iteration of the internet, also known as Web 3.0, lacked the cloud infrastructure required for scaling that today's Web 2.0 has. This, they believe, is especially true for projects created on the Solana blockchain, which has experienced a surge in interest from users wanting for a speedier and less expensive alternative to Ethereum this year.
There's about 150 people that run the world. Anybody who wants to go into politics, they're all fucking puppets, okay? There are 150, and they're all men, that run the world, period, full stop. They control most of the important assets. They control the money flows. And these are not the tech entrepreneurs.
The network is more suitable to volume-heavy decentralized apps and exchanges with a reported capacity of over 50,000 transactions per second, orders of magnitude quicker than Ethereum's average 15 TPS. Solana is second only to Ethereum and Binance Smart Chain in terms of total value deposited into these systems at $14.15 billion. However, after a 17-hour outage in September, the blockchain stability was called into question. Starting with Solana, Syndica seeks to offer Web 3.0's missing middle layer using RPC nodes, which are servers that allows decentralized applications to read and write data to a blockchain. We looked at numerous RPC services on the market and concluded that no one was approaching it from a perspective that took into account both distributed systems and scalability issues, explained Syndica CEO Ahmad Abbasi. We're attempting to remove any complications from end users by providing them with a single layer through which they can interface with the blockchain in a highly scalable manner.
Bitcoin and things like it is the equivalent of the red pill, okay? We are entering a completely world of uncharted water right now.
Have you made any investments in Bitcoin?
So, I mean, I personally own Bitcoin in my hedge fund. I own Bitcoin in my fund. I own Bitcoin in my private account. It is a huge deal. It's a huge, huge, huge deal.
Additionally, the company is releasing a set of developer tools and APIs, including sophisticated logging, audience and RPC usage data, and more. We want to be the cloud of Web 3.0, Daniel Abbasi adds. Investors see the potential. Syndica is making it as accessible to operate in the Solana ecosystem as it's to operate in Web 2.0, said Chamath Palihapitiya, CEO of Social Capital. A private beta version of the company's product is now in use. The creators would not reveal the names of their first clients, but stated they included a few legacy financial services firms as well as numerous leading initiatives in the Solana ecosystem. The public beta will be available in 3 to 4 weeks, and the final product will be available in the first quarter of next year. Web3-focused companies have been accumulating capital at a breakneck pace, raising more than $300 million in the third quarter. According to crypto fundraising data provider Dove Metrics, thanks to a push from venture capital powerhouses like Andreessen Horowitz and Reddit co-founder Alexis Ohanian 776. Alchemy, which bills itself as Amazon Web Services for blockchain, earned $250 million in a Series C fundraising round led by A16Z last week. valuing the firm at $3.5 billion and establishing it as one of the vertical's first unicorns. Also, during the interview, Palihapitiya stated that hypergrowth companies, defined as companies increasing by 50% or more per year, can always outrun inflation. It focused on cash-generating stocks such as mining stocks. Palihapitiya mentioned cryptocurrencies such as BTC and Solana as examples of non-correlated assets. Solana's growth has exploded in recent months, propelling it to become one of the top cryptocurrencies by market value. According to the billionaire, cryptocurrencies are a wonderful counterintuitive hedge against the other two forms of investments, and he reckons Bitcoin has effectively replaced gold and will continue to do so. Moreover, investors would be foolish, according to billionaire investor Chamath Palihapitiya,
if the smartest people in the world are now selling core holdings that they told you they would never sell, and you are not reconsidering your position on things, you're either much smarter than them or you're being really, really reckless.
to ignore what two of the world's wealthiest people are doing with their personal portfolios. The CEO of venture capital firm Social Capital believes that consumers should be aware that major names like Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos are selling off assets of their firms in a new episode of the All In podcast. We have the stock market at extreme all-time highs. We have cryptocurrency at incredible all-time peak levels. We have the art markets at absolute all-time highs, Palihapitiya said. Inflation is at a 30-year high. We're at a 25-year high in terms of 10-year break-evens, which just approved $1 trillion stimulus package last week, and we're still horse trading on another $1.8 trillion in stimulus. Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos, the two most important entrepreneurs of our generation, the two smartest people who have continuously succeeded, have sold more than $11 billion of their holdings this year alone. If the world's smartest individuals are now selling fundamental assets they promised you they'd never sell, and you're not evaluating your positions, you're either much smarter than them or you're being quite reckless. Palihapitiya believes that before investing in crypto ventures, would-be investors should assess functionality and use case value. The writing is on the wall, says the CEO, which is that Bitcoin is gold, Ethereum is trending to be silver, and Solana might be the first, but there will be others of actual developer ecosystems that can be developed on top of it. Palihapitiya mentions that Helium Wireless Gateway blockchain project and the Render Token Distributed GPU Initiative, or RNDR. Helium is a fascinating initiative that aims to create a fully decentralized 5G infrastructure. Render is attempting to create a truly decentralized graphical processing architecture based on GPUs. In both these cases, the value that people receive may be quantifiable and measured monetarily. You essentially replace an AWS host with Render. That has a cost and a worth. Render must replace some economic value in order to be valued. If you join a hotspot, it has an economic value in that you wouldn't have had to pay to acquire internet access if you were suddenly on the Helium network. This shifts a quantifiable economic quantum. Understanding it and assigning absolute value to it is the most effective way to determine which ideas have potential. Where are there developer interests and economic activity that can be measured? The truly compelling undertakings are found at the crossroads of the two. That said, let's move on to some major updates and developments on Solana, shall we? Major updates. The developers stated at the Solana Breakpoint conference in Lisbon that the SOL blockchain may be 4 times faster than it's presently. The Solana network's DeFi and metaverse ecosystems increase the token's utility. PayPal's senior VP Jose Fernandez de Pont indicated on a recent episode of the Unchained podcast that the company was watching cryptocurrencies such as Ethereum, Solana, Polkadot, and Algorand. To increase payments, the online payments platform is actively monitoring Layer 1 and Layer 2 platforms. Fernandez was cited as stating, according to the report, "I'm confident that if you ask me again in 6 weeks, I'll be able to offer you 4 or 5 new names. This is the level of excitement." At the Breakpoint conference, Anatoly Yakovenko, co-founder of Solana, spoke. Remarked Yakovenko, "Solana is around 4 times comparatively slower than it should be in realistic terms. Light travels at a pace of around 110 milliseconds halfway across the planet. It'll take a lot of labor, sweat, and tears to get there. Although in principle, that might be the network's theoretical speed limit. The Solana blockchain, according to its developers, might be quicker than it's now. Solana was the most volatile cryptocurrency since September, according to CryptoCompare data, with an 88.7% volatility. An increase in volatility has historically signaled a SOL price rally. The majority of the $12.5 billion in total value on the Solana network is held in decentralized exchanges." This was all about it. Thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please like it and subscribe to the channel for more such exciting videos and latest updates. And if you have any thoughts on the video, we'd love to read them in the comments down below. Until next time.
Your net worth is $1.2 billion. Wikipedia.
I got exceptionally lucky, okay? Am I proud of it? Yeah. Is that number inaccurate? Yeah, it's actually much, much better than that, okay?